In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what goes into making almost $3,000 a day on Shopify. I'm gonna actually show you inside of the ad account real quick, showing you exactly how you can spend about 800 bucks a day consistently using a platform like Facebook to generate consistent cash flow for whatever business you're in. Now, this is a client inside of our advertising agency. We've been running their ads for about 2 months now. And as we've worked our way up to this point, it didn't start there. We started slowly spending more and more money. But before that happens, you need to isolate and identify the product that you are going to be selling. For this client in particular, just like many of our clients, they came to us with no winning product. Now, this means a little bit more work for us, but if and when we find that product, if the client sticks with it long enough, in this situation it was a couple months, we're able to find that winner. We test multiple products until we do, and then we just start doing what it is we do best with our ads, okay? So I want to just jump right in and show you this. I've taken the liberty of circling 3 things for you over here. On the left, total spent. So if you're not familiar with the Facebook platform, this will help you out. You got your column inside of here, okay? These are campaigns, just looking at a day-by-day view, so it's just one day. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of test runnings. That's why you're going to have a lot of fluctuating results. Over here, total sales tracked. Sometimes this number is slightly inaccurate. That's just marketing platforms for you. So it might be, a couple more purchases or a couple less. It doesn't always track accurately. Now you see a slightly large variation here in the cost per purchase. The reason for that is because we have a lot of different tests running. So intraday, meaning day by day, in the middle of the day, things change greatly. So sometimes this will be 42 for the day. Other times it's 28. Sometimes they can fluctuate a lot, but you look at them over a multi-day consistent. We don't kill stuff based on one day's view. So as we started slowly increasing the spend, we saw that the product was working. Some of the things we focused on inside of here was, number 1, launching new audiences, finding more ones that work. And then number 2, to not only keep those audiences working as long as possible, which is something that you have to pay attention to if you have slightly smaller audiences, like small interests of 1-2 million people, or like lookalike in the US or Canada, 1%, where it's a smaller group of people, you're gonna wanna bring in new ad creatives. So we had this client start spending some of their new profits back into the business. And a lot of times when we start suggesting that and telling people, hey, we need this, we need this, we need this, you need to do that, they get a little hesitant because they don't want to spend the money back in the business. But look at the results of what happens when you do. 8.5 ROAS, 4.9, 4, 5, 3, 2, 6, 2, 1, like in 2 basically. You can see an average, it's above a 3 ROAS, meaning for every dollar they spend, they're getting $3.29 back on average. And this is a pretty consistent day over day. Usually it's about 3.5. So the reason that people want to, and this is something we see with a ton of our clients, I just want to recommend it to you, whether you're a client or not, pay attention to this. Don't put your hand in the cookie jar. Okay, and this is something from just a business tip perspective. Once the profits roll in, you can finally start building a team. You can build a system. You can invest back into the product, more content, the customer experience, some things that might not have a direct trackable ROI. Now, as an advertiser, it's hard for me to put a lot of money into something you can't track. But over the years, I've had to do it and I've learned what truly makes impacts long term. So with our clients, just like this one, where we are running their ads for their e-commerce business, not only do we just manage the advertising, but we're consulting them and we're telling them what to do. And it's not like they have to follow exactly what we're doing, but we're recommending, hey, try this. Let's onboard a few people to manage your support. Let's try this with content. Let's make this new video ad. Hire this person. We're involved. It's not just an advertising agency. We help with all formats because, just so you're aware, the way that we make money as an agency, like from this client, for an example, we're not charging them 10 grand a month, which is what minimum it would cost to do with the amount of time that we have our team putting in. Instead of charging someone 10,000 a month, which most of our clients can't afford when they come to us, what we do is we charge them a base retainer like 1,000 or 1,200, depending on how many people we have working on it, to cover their very basic cost. And then we take a percentage of the profits. So we actually lose money on the front end as an agency, and we take a percentage, usually about 30-35%, depending on what we're doing, of the profits. And so when someone like this is now making $1,000 a day, we're getting 300. There's our $10,000 a month retainer. So now we are back, because again, 300 a day is 9 grand a month plus roughly that 1,000. So now we're at the point where we're where we should be. And now we have so much direct incentive to scale. I'll give you updates along the way. This client, it's not that hard to go from spending $800 a day to 500 or to 5,000, or 800 to 8,000. And then once you're at 8,000 a day, well, 20,000 a day is not a big jump. It just takes time, and there's more to it than just the ads. And that's why we as an agency are integrated more in depth, because when you're trying to scale your ads, you have to make sure you have a good supplier. First of all, you got to make sure you have custom packaging, because when you get to order volume, you want to make sure your chargeback rate with any processor is very healthy. Refund rate, you got to dial in your customer experience, make sure shipping is on point. You're going to need multiple support people working part-time, ideally around the clock. So you're going to want to make sure you have that team and that system. That's what you can finally do once you actually have some capital coming in. So that goes back to the whole don't put your hand in the cookie jar. People try and grab, they try to take money off the table and take it for themselves. And when you focus on longevity, you're going to get way further in your business when you can put that on hold for as long as possible. I always say it's great to have a business where you don't need to take the money from the business to live. So if you just kind of let the business do its thing and let it sustain itself and let it grow, that's something where you'll always build something better, bigger, and faster in the long run. So just keep that in mind. Whether you're a client of ours or not, we like to work with people who already have an existing e-commerce business, because we can go in, completely rip out the back end, optimize so that they're working less, things are running more efficiently, higher margin, and then we have a conversation about ads and we start doing a bunch of stuff there. So it's very effective. It's a great system. Even if you're starting from scratch, we can do it for you just like we did for this client. So if you want to get some more information about that, you can book an absolutely free call down below. I'll leave it as the top link in the description, with our client manager, who oversees not just this client, but dozens of other clients that trust us month over month to spend their ad spend for their company. Not just to do that, but to represent the way we market. They trust us with writing ad copy as well as consulting their structure of their business. And that's very important. That's something we don't take lightly. So yeah, I just wanted to run through this example and show you some more specifics. You know, I like doing case studies and fun stuff. So here's another one showing you inside of an ad account so that you can get a visual representation of what it's going to look like when you have an e-commerce business that is rocking and rolling, using Facebook ads and doing things the right way. So if you want help and want to have us do that for you so that you can pretty much automate all that while still learning along the way, if that's something you choose to do, then be sure to book a free call down below. Or if you want to do it on your own, we have our e-commerce programs as well that'll teach you exactly how to do that. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like down below. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next video.